question is, what is the fifth term of a geometric sequence 3 over 20, 3 over 2, and 15? So I got the question from your learner's material, yung in-upload ko na Unit 1 for grade 10. So again, what is the fifth term of the geometric sequence 3, 20, 3 over 5, and 15? Okay. The formula for the nth term of a geometric sequence is a sub n equals a sub 1 r raised to n minus 1. And since we're going to look for the fifth term, so we're looking for a sub 5. So we'll substitute 5 to n, and our first term is 3 over 20. And the common ratio, sa tingin nyo, sa mas madaling kuhanin yung common ratio, dito sa unang, pangalawa, or doon sa pangalawa? Unang dalawa or doon sa pangalawa at pangatlo? Sa pangalawa. So it's 15. 15 divided by 3 halves. So it's equivalent to 15 times 2/3, which is equivalent to 10. Is it 10?
Yes, sir.
Yes
Okay.
po.
So the common ratio is 10.
Yes, sir.
So let's get the fifth term. So we'll have a sub 5 equals a sub 1 is 3 over 20 times the common ratio of 10 raised to n minus 1. N minus 1, that's 5 minus 1. So for this case, 3 over 20, 10 raised to 5 minus 1. So we'll get a sub 5 equals 3 over 20, 10 raised to 4. Am I correct? 10 raised to 4. So let's simplify this. We have 3 over, so this is how I normally do this. 2 times 10, kasi 20 is 2 times 10. This is 10 times 10 cubed. So I can cancel this. Am I correct? I can cancel that one. Tapos, I can change it to 2. Tapos, iwalay ko yung isa pang 10 because I can cancel the 2 there. So that this will become 5. So 10 squared is 100. 5 times 3, that's 15. So 15 times 100 is, what's 15 times 100?
1,500, sir.
Okay, very good. That's 1,500. So therefore, our fifth term is 1,500. So number 2, find x so that the terms x minus 3, x plus 1, and 4k minus 2 form a geometric sequence. So we'll have x minus 3, x plus 1, and 4k minus 2. So we can use the fact that this is a sub 3, this is a sub 1. Is that x minus 3? X plus 1 and 4k minus 2. This is a sub 1, a sub 2, and a sub 3. And a sub 2 over a sub 1 is equivalent to the common ratio. So it's also equivalent to a sub 3 over a sub 2, which is also the common ratio. So let's just substitute this. So we'll get x plus 1 over x minus 3 equals 4k, that should be x, 4x minus 2 over x plus 1. Okay, ba't napunta dito sa ano? Okay, but before we solve this is 4x minus 2 over x plus 1. But before we solve this, take note na hindi tayo pwedeng magkaroon ng value na x equals 3. So the domain are all reals except 3 and negative 1. So bawal yon. Bawal yung 3 at negative 1 because it will make our equation undefined. So we can cross multiply. We'll get, ang gulo ng solution ko. Dapat lang tayo. Cross multiply will get x1 squared equals x minus 3 times 4x minus 2. Then we can distribute this. We'll get 4x squared minus 12x minus 2x. That's minus 14x plus 6. And for the left side, we'll get x squared plus 2x plus 1. Okay. And then I can transpose everything to the right side para positive yung x squared. So it will become 3x squared and minus 16x plus 5. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so i-switch lang natin or pwedeng hindi na. Let's scale, no? So by the zero product property, we'll have 3x minus 1 equals 0, or x minus 5 is equal to 0. Solving for the value of x on the first equation, we'll get x equals 1/3 or x equals 5. So let's see kung may na-violate tayo dun sa restrictions, 3 at -1. So wala. So therefore, we have two values. We have x equals 1/3 and x equals 5. So the solution set will get 1/3 and 5. So let's have number 3. In the geometric sequence 4, 12, 36, which term is 78732 or 78,732? The first thing you need to do is to get the value of R, or the common ratio. So the common ratio is equivalent to 12 over 4, or a sub 2 over a sub 1, which is 3. So the common ratio is 3. Your first term is 4, okay? So we'll be using the formula for the nth term of the geometric sequence to get to the value of n, which will give us the term, the which term, or the, anong tawag ba dun? Ano bang tawag dun? Pang-ilan, isa na lang si pang-ilan. Pang-ilan daw si 78732. So we have to solve for n to determine na. Ano ba English dun? Comment down below. So let's substitute. This is your a sub n, your a sub 1, and your common ratio is 3. So a sub n is equal to a sub 1 r raised to n minus 1. So a sub n is equal to 78,732. 78,732 equals, your a sub 1 is 4 and your r is 3 raised to n minus 1. There is a comment. So we can divide everything by 4 muna. So divide everything by 4. Can anyone please help me dividing this? 78734 divided by 4. 78732.
Sir, 19,683 po.
19,683.
83 po.
Ang laki naman ng number. But anyway, 19,683 equals 3 raised to n minus 1. And this is not easy. Can you please express 19,683 in terms of base 3 raised to something? This is divisible by 3. Feeling ko divisible by 3. Divide lang sa 3. Continuous division. Sige nga, try natin. 19,683 divided by 3. What will happen if you divide this by 3? Divide ulit natin sa 3. 2187, tama ba? Divide by 3 ulit. 729. Divide by 3 ulit. 243. Divide by 3 ulit. Is this divisible by 3 ulit? Yeah. We have 81. Divide by 3. Get 27. Divide by 3. We'll get 9. Divide by 3. We'll get 3. So let's count how many 3s are there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this is 3 raised to 9 equals 3 raised to n minus 1. Since pares yung base, we can equate the exponents. We'll have 9 is equal to n minus 1. Transpose 1 to the other side, we'll get 10 equals n. Therefore, 8732 is the 10th term of the sequence. Let's have number 4. Find the 4th term of a geometric sequence whose 5th term is 81 and 9th term is 16. So let's first write the given values. We'll get a sub 5 equals 81 and a sub 9 equals 16. Can we use the formula that we used before?
Tapos, papalitan lang po yung minus 1.
Papadan, can we use it now? Can we use it? Kasi di ba before we have a sub, for this arithmetic, we have a sub n equals a sub 1 plus n minus 1 times d. We change this to a sub, ano nga ba yung natin? Y ba ang ginamit natin? What did we do? Z ba? Z?
A sub n equals
N?
A
N
sub
pa rin? M?
n.
M? N? M?
And
N?
M pa rin po, sir.
N pa rin, pero we put M here. Tama ba?
Yes po, sir.
Okay, so now for geometric, we have a sub n equals a sub 1 raised to n minus 1. If we change this to n pa rin, so we can make this m, tama?
Opo, sir.
Raised to n minus m.
N minus n.
Okay. So let's use this. So we get a sub n, a sub m, A sub n equals A sub m r raised to n minus m. Ito, formula lang natin to ha. Ibig sabihin, mas nahuli yung n kesa dun sa m. M is not the first term, pero dapat alam natin na previous term siya compared to, mas naunang term siya compared dun sa n or sa a sub n. So we'll use 9. So we'll get a sub 9 equals a sub m. So that's 5. Kasi yun yung given, a sub 5. R raised to, what's this? 9 minus 5. So therefore, we'll get 16 equals 81. R raised to 9 minus 5 is 4. And then we can divide everything by 81. By 81. And we'll get what? We'll get, pagpalitin ka na, we have r raised to 4 equals 16 over 81. And when we can take the fourth root of both sides. Fourth root, even yung index. So therefore, we'll have two values. We have plus or minus 2 over 3. Am I correct? Is it 2 over 3? Fourth root of 16 is 2. Fourth root of 81 is 3. Tama? Tama, no?
Opo.
Kaso wala naman sinabi dito na positive, no? The fourth term lang. So if r is equal to 2/3, what do you think is the value of the fourth term? Kasi ang fifth term natin na 81. So 81, a sub 4 is 81. 81 times, we'll get the reciprocal. Kasi from a sub 4 to get to a sub 5, sabihin a sub 4 times 2/3 equals 81. But this time, we have to go back to fourth term. So instead of multiplying it by 2/3, we have to divide it by 3 halves. Multiplied by 3 halves, sorry. So what's 81 times 3 halves?
243 over 2 po, sir.
143 over 2 po.
Okay, 243 over 2 if r is equal to 2/3. What if r is equal to negative 2/3? A sub 4 is 81 times negative 2/3 or negative 3 halves. So negative lang pa, no? Negative 243 over 2. Now, kaya magkaiba yung, kaya pwedeng negative or positive yung common ratio kasi ang kailangan mo kasing masatisfy ay yung 81 at saka yung 16 na pang 81st term tsaka pang pang 5th term tsaka pang 9th term. So kasi pag tiningnan mo yon yung 5th term, A1, 2, 3, 4, A sub 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Ang A sub 5 natin ay positive, di ba? 81. Ang A sub 9 natin ay positive din 16. Take a look at this. If your R is positive, definitely from A sub 5 to A sub 6 to A sub 7 to A sub 8, going to A sub 9, it will still be positive 16. But if R is negative, look at this one. If R is negative 81, then A sub 6 will be negative. A sub 7 will be positive. A sub 8 will be negative again, and then A sub 9 will be positive. So tama pa rin. Kaya dalawa yung, possible na dalawa yung R natin. Do I make myself clear with that one?
Yes po.
Yes
Okay,
po.
so we're now down to the last two questions. Number 3, insert 3 geometric means between 16 and 81. Insert 3 geometric means between 16 and 81. So una, silipin muna natin kung ano itsura niya. So we'll have 16 and then we have 3 blanks in the middle kasi tatlong geometric means daw between 16 and 81. That makes 16 your A sub 1 and your 81 your A sub 5. Because this is A sub 2, A sub 3, A sub 4, and A sub 5. Okay. So to get the common ratio, kasi common ratio lang, if you already know the common ratio, multiply it to 16 and then multiply it to get to 81. So we'll already get the 3 terms in between. So to get the common ratio, we can use the formula A sub n equals a sub 1 r raised to n minus 1. And we already have a sub 5. Ang given natin na a sub 5 lang at saka a sub 1. So a sub 5 equals a sub 1 r raised to 5 minus 1. Your a sub 5 is 81. A sub 1 is 16. R raised to 4. Kaparehas lang din ng kanina. Divide everything by 16. You'll get r raised to 4 equals 81 over 16. And of course, you get the fourth root of both sides. R is equivalent to two values again. We'll get plus or minus 3 over 2. Hindi pala parehas. Kanina ay, ano yung kanina? Kanina ay 2/3. 2/3. Ito naman ay 3 over 2. So if R is equal to 2/3, then your geometric means will be, what's next after 16? Anybody? What's next after 16?
Sir, 24.
Excuse me?
Sir, 3 over 2 po yung common ratio.
Ay, sorry. 3 over 2. Yeah, 3 over 2. Oh, sorry. 3 over 2 nga pala yung common ratio. So
Sir,
the common ratio,
24.
3 over 2. Yes, again, 20.
24 po yung next.
24. Next, what's next?
36.
36 po.
36. What's next?
54 po.
54, and of course, 81. Now, if R is equal to negative 3 halves, so making 16, then negative
Negative
24.
24.
positive 36, negative 54, and positive 81. Okay, so these are the two geometric sequence that you can form if you have to insert three geometric means between 16 and 81. Last number, you still have 4 minutes. Insert two geometric means between 2xy and 16xy squared. Insert two geometric means between 2xy and 16xy squared. I was able to get this this question from the learner's material last year. Two geometric means that we have to insert two blanks between 2xy and 16xy squared. So that means this is a sub 1, a sub 2, a sub 3, a sub 4. And we can use the formula, again, a sub n equals a sub 1 r raised to n minus 1. Since ang given natin ay a sub 4 and a sub 1, yung gagamitin natin sa formula natin, we'll get a sub 4 equals a sub 1 r raised to 4 minus 1. So a sub 4 is 16xy squared equals a sub 1 is 2xy r raised to 3. Divide everything by 2xy. Can you still read my penmanship? 2xy. Cancel na to. We'll have r cubed. So what's this? 16 divided by 2, that's 8. We can cancel x, and then y squared over y, that's y. Are we correct? Think so? Let's get the cube root of both sides. We'll get r equals, isa lang, kasi add yung index natin. We'll get 2 cube root of y. So after 2xy, what's next? 2xy, what's next? We'll get 4, tama kasi 2 times 2, x, y, cube root of y. Okay lang muna yan. What's next? Let's multiply again by 2 cube root of y. We'll get 8 x, y, cube root of y squared. So let's verify kung 16 yung kasunod. 2 times 8, we'll get 16 x, y, cube root of y cube. So cube root of y cube na to. Ay, sumulat ng pen. Y cube, so makalabas na yung y cube. Magiging y na lang to. So y times y is y squared. So 16 y squared. Okay? Any questions?